Alex, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Clear, Issue 2 by Dark Horse Comics. Now, there is violence, death, killing, some blood, shooting, a drug potentially, and someone who might be losing it. So, if you are in. Oh, and conspiracies. So if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, here's our team. Everyone as last time. I don't think nothing different there. Alright, so it's been a month, something like that, since I read the first issue. I got the second one, I finally sat down to read it. Now, when we last left our boy Sam Dunes, he was, well, it looked like dead. He's been shot multiple times by the members of the 1518, whatever you want to call them, group of terrorists. At least as they are described in the story. So we have, Sam's Sam's life flashing for his eyes. We see his wedding with Kendra, we see her, I think, pregnant, and then we see the birth of their son, Baxter. We see that. Simultaneously, we see Sam still lying there, covered in blood. And then we find out how he and Kendra lost their son, Baxter. We see them in a car. Sam is driving. Their son has a homework assignment to draw a joke. I guess the school system in this future also went to the shitter. What kind of assignment is that? I hope they at least teach them how to read and count. Anyway, little Baxter is struggling. He's 4 years old. He's 4. He's struggling, and he shows his parents from the back seat, and then Kendra says, "Oh wait, I made something new that can share a veil, so let's see your picture, up in the sky." And so this is something new she developed. And then you see, because he drew a big sun, and in front of it a few people. So Sam's making a joke, say, you see, well, it's very close to them, so they would be dead. So here's something funny. Kendra says, "Oh yeah, I'm sure his teacher will approve." Little Baxter doesn't look happy by the veil, though. He says he doesn't like it, how it looks. And then for some reason he colors his hand and makes both of his hands and makes imprints on his drawing. And somehow it appears in the sky too. Kendra tells him not to ruin the picture. And suddenly Sam yells and says, "Kendra, turn it off." Because it blocks, he can't see the road ahead. And they're in a busy road, but still, Kendra tries, it doesn't succeed, and then boom, they crash. And yes, so all this happening, we see Sam there, we see them looking at him, the members of 1518. And they're like, "Oh shit, this is Sam Dunes, and she told us about him." And I'm like, okay, is he just dying? How does this continue? And then suddenly he starts to get back up, and I'm like, what the fuck? What, did he have like I said last time, just no bulletproof vest would have saved him from that. So as it turns out, he didn't actually die. They have a veil there that makes him, and fools the body into thinking that they were going to kill him anyway. But they wanted to see who he was before they did that. So they also seen these memories of his. This is one scary, fucked up future. So he gets up, he kicks one of them, then another one, and then the leader arrives. And he said that Kendra came looking for them. She wanted to make a huge veil that can be shared by thousands of people. And they told her that's impossible, and she also wanted to meet this widow something, I think she's called, or he is called, some kind of person. And he said, well, he can't find it. Because in order to make a shared veil, you need to upload it manually into their system. But to do that, you need to go over the alarms, so she could do it. So that's it. Nothing on that angle. Sam leaves, as there's nothing else for him to look there for. Wait, what was there? There's so much fucking happening in this one bloody issue. Oh yeah. Oh shit, I forgot. Before he gets up, we see later memories, him drinking, fighting with Kendra. We see him hitting Collins. I'm guessing that's why he got fired. We see him leaving. And I guess he tried to kind of rebuild his life. Well, right. And then this leader tells him, well, you're going to have to find someone with influence to help you. Someone rich and powerful. Good luck finding someone like that. But he has someone like that. Mrs. Martyrs. He goes to see her, because last time she offered. She's in her really fancy island house in a nice pool. Down below is her husband running. So Sam confronts her and says, you didn't hire me to, spy on your husband. He would not buy an illegal veil, because that's what he makes his money on. Making legal veils, or something like that. So he grabs her. He said, you fooled me. You wanted to find out what Kendra was working on. And he's like holding her over the edge. And she's like, no, wait, I'll explain. So Kendra approached her again about making this veil to get through everything, and so everyone would see it. And again, Mrs. Martyrs told her it's impossible. Can't do something like that. But Kendra said that she will, and then she left. And Mrs. Martyrs wanted to talk to her again about it, but then it was too late. Kendra already killed herself. Now, she hired Sam to find out if she sent him this veil that she made. So she paid someone to masquerade as her husband and go buy the black veil. So she hates her husband. That is though confirmed. And she tells her, Sam, you need to check it. She sent it to you. You have it. We don't have much time, because her husband's coming up to them with his robot butler. She lies and says Sam is there to inspect something, and Sam leaves, wondering what's going on. What was Kendra up to? We see him driving, thinking, how would she have given him the veil? And then he stops abruptly. He's on his motorcycle, and opens the old watch that he sent Kendra, that she sent him back. And inside the watch, there's a little chip, and that is this veil she wanted to create. But then suddenly, some car is trying to run him over. He manages to move away in time, and then he's trying to escape it. But it doesn't work. It catches up to him, and he almost falls off a cliff. But he manages to grab on before. And he's like, who are you? And then Sam sees himself with yellow eyes. It's like that George Washington from the first issue. Some crazy shit. And then I think this one contains 2 issues, because it's kind of like like you'd have a commercial break in a way. You have like a page that breaks it up, and then you move to the. At least I think so, because the first issue had 3 of those, and this one has 2. So I think so. Like I said in the video for the first one, this was originally in Comixology. And I've actually recently seen that there's more issues that are supposed to come out, so I am beyond confused. But anyway, so this is a yellow-eyed version of Sam, and he's there to kill Sam. And he talks to him about he knows the joke. The joke that we're told in issue 1, that begins with that little boy who made the asylum joke. And Sam is shocked because this yellow-eyed man isn't supposed to know that joke. Alcaten knows that joke, the dealer from the first issue. Sam is trying to kill him. The yellow-eyed man's trying to kill him, but Sam grabs onto his foot, pulls himself up. They start fighting. He's trying to grab his gun and shoot him. He doesn't manage. And then Collins appears. And he's like, Sam, I'm going to arrest you because you... I think because Sam went and found this 1518 group, something got fucked. I don't remember what it was about in the first issue. But anyway, he wants to arrest Sam, but it doesn't happen. Then he sees the yellow-eyed man, and Collins like, you. But then the yellow-eyed man shoots Collins and kills him, and then runs away in his car. Sam runs up to Collins. So there's this sort of chemical that gets released. Don't even ask me to say the name of the chemical. But it's something that releases when you die. I think that here it's something in the veil to, give you like happy last memories or some shit like that. Because Collins is looking at him and says, oh, here, Sam, I made us these drinks. So Sam tells us that he knows Collins has also been using a veil. They say he just had a veil that made buildings into crossword games. But it was a veil with a future where they won the Red War. And they all came out better out of it. Sam stays with Collins until he dies, and then he escapes the police. And he drives back to his apartment, but it's too late, it's already full of cops. And then he realizes where he needs to go. We go to Alcaten. He's in a church with his two goons. They're sitting there. His goon, the one that's arm got braked in the first issue, is like, we need to get out of here. And Alka's like, oh, relax. There's no one looking for us except... And then Sam appears. He kicks the two goons. He breaks the dude's second arm. And he's like, now you have a matching set. But then Alka tasers him from the back and is about to kill him. And then Sam starts demanding, why, you asshole, why did you tell him about the joke? And Alka's like, what fucking joke? And he tells him the joke, the black veil I told you to make for me. Apparently Sam also had a black veil. And you sold it to the yellow-eyed man. And then Alka's like, well, shit, we need to leave. And I didn't sell it to any yellow-eyed man. But Sam doesn't believe it. And Alka says, the one I deal with everyone. He sells to the police, to the government. Basically, he's a very well-connected dealer. And he says, listen, the only one who came that I gave your black veil to was your girl Kendra. So apparently Kendra appeared 6 months ago at Alka's place and demanded that he give her the veil that he made for Sam, the black veil he made for him. It's still a question how the hell she found out about that, but maybe she was keeping tabs on Sam. Anyway, Alka gave it to her because she told him or else. And Sam asked, well, what did she do with it? Did she use it? And Alka laughs and said she used it right in front of everyone. Now, it was in a syringe and she shot it to herself. Now, I thought the veil was something they inserted in a chip or something that you already have inside of you, so what the fuck? Maybe I didn't understand correctly. Anyway, she fucked off with her goons. And that's it, and Sam is sitting there and thinking, you can't believe that Kendra did this, and then he still sits there a moment, but Alka tells him, you better get out of here, this place is about to be taken out of history. And then we learn what black veil Sam had Alka make him. It was a veil, it was an alternate reality. Sam's telling us this as he's going to the same bridge Kendra jumped off of. So he goes to this to the bridge and he tells us, I made an alternative reality where their son now he died in the car crash because a piece of glass like cut his little throat. Oh man, what a gruesome thing, eh? Well, poor kid. What a way to go. His poor parents. Yes, he. And so, a reality where his son lived, where he got older, and you see an older Sam and older Kendra, and he's still with the same joke, but instead of drawing one, he actually tells a joke, the joke from the first issue. And then he's like, oh, so this is what Kendra wanted to do. She wanted to create a reality where everyone would see it, where their son would still be alive. Which basically tells us that Kendra has completely lost it. Because they don't allow you to make large veils because it causes massive suicides. But the other thing is that what Kendra wanted to do was a really fucking bad idea. And also not as I mean, it's not nice to say boring, but I thought, oh, maybe there's some conspiracy here. But so far, it's just a woman who still hasn't gotten over the death of her son, and now she's gonna make everyone believe that he's actually there. Which is really, really fucked if you think about it. So she wanted to keep up the illusion, I guess, after seeing how Sam was in this alternative reality. She wanted it to be so that their son was still alive, but I guess she wanted it to feel more real by making everyone see him. So if they went outside and met people, they would see Baxter. Which again, fucked up, not a good idea to play with that. And then Sam's like, I finally understand. He goes to the bridge, and he said, well, Kendra, I'm about to do the one thing I promised you I never would. I guess at some point he promised her he wouldn't commit suicide. And he goes up on the same bridge as the police follow him. And then he's like, there's only one thing left to do, and that is to join you at the bottom. And then he jumps off the bridge. The end. Alright, let's start with the cover, and then we'll get to the story. Cover's okay. I think it's a bit too busy. I mean, I like the flowers, but it's just... There's so much going on here. I think they should have made this here yellow, because the green kind of disappears within the blue and red. Like, if you just removed the flowers and just had because this is Kendra's face up here, and this is Sam. Just had that, no flowers, this would be yellow. I guess this could stay the same color. I think it would have been much better, but that's just me. But still, regardless, way too busy cover. The first one was way better. Alright, so let me show you the first 3 pages. So you see their wedding. Then I guess here Kendra's pregnant, maybe? Maybe, hard to tell. There's little Baxter. And then you see they're walking. Alright, and oh yeah, there we go. She was working on this sort of family veil where a couple or a family could share the same one. And you see there's a little Baxter. There they are in their car. I wonder if Kendra blamed herself for their son's death. I mean, if she didn't attempt this veil thing, he would have still been alive. Which, again, don't look at your phone and drive at the same time. Or in this case, your veil. You see it. I can see why little Baxter was creeped out by this. This looks sinister. You see, he's like, ugh, turn it off. You see, it bends his hand and puts it there. I wish I could show you the rest, but I can't. And I think that's why Sam does it. He also does the handprints. Maybe that's why. Because there's two handprints that appear later. Interesting. Yeah, the art is good, like it was in the first issue. The colors are very good. Alright, on to the story. So, the continuation isn't bad. Though I am very confused where the fuck this is going, because I thought this would be, some conspiracy. The government's gonna use the veils to control people, and it already practically does. But then Sam was gonna discover something about it. Maybe Kendra was trying to help people be free of the veils finally. But instead, she just wanted to trap people in her own delusion. Again, I understand she's a grieving mom. Years ago, she lost her son, and that is horrible. But this is really unhealthy to do. Just put a delusion and have everyone participate in it. Oh, it's kind of like in. I didn't watch it, but I heard about the plot. One Division was it? Where it's Scarlet Witch in the Marvel TV show thing? Where she does the same thing there. She uses her magic to take control of the whole town, like a bastard, and forces people to live how she wants. And I suppose Kendra wouldn't exactly be doing the same. She would just make people believe that her son's still alive, but regardless, is very weird and very unhealthy to do. But yes, okay, so there's that, but I don't understand how the yellow-eyed man ties into all of this. Because Sam blames him for killing Kendra. He followed her up to that rooftop and supposedly pushed her. So I'm confused. Did she commit suicide or was she then killed by the yellow-eyed man? And if so, why did Kendra send the veil to Sam? Did she still want him to install it? For what? And then Sam just dies again and supposedly dies again at the end of the issue and says to be continued. Is this gonna be a common shtick now? Because there's more issues. Is every issue he just gotta, oh no, maybe he's dead. Oh no, he's fine. I mean, granted, here he jumped into the water, so maybe he's alive. Although he jumped from really high up, and I don't remember what the conditions are. More accurately said, I don't know that if you jump maybe from very high into the water, it's like jumping on a hard surface, and you'll probably die. So, does that mean our boy Sam is fucking dead or something? I don't know. I think maybe in this case he's not gonna be dead, but it's just. Again, is this gonna be a thing now? Because if so, I'm not that happy about it and it confuses me where the hell this is gonna go. You see what I mean? But yeah. So, yes, it's just really left to be seen where this is gonna go. I mean, it is an interesting angle. You have this futuristic bullshit, but it's more a mother trying to do this kind of thing. I can see why Kendra wouldn't share this with Sam, although would she have eventually if she was going to do this? You see what I mean? It's like so big, so extreme, but yet it doesn't make any sense where the fuck the story's gonna go. It's like, okay, but what next? So let's say Sam, again, is alive at the end. Where does this continue? Do we follow the yellow-eyed man? Now again, maybe this all has explanations later down in the third issue. But if this just gonna keep stretching just for the sake of it, I will. Well, I already ordered the third issue, but I don't think after that I'll contemplate if to continue. Because if this is just gonna get more convoluted for the sake of stretching it, I think I'll pass. It's not always a good thing when they stretch out a story. Sometimes they just want to make more money and they don't really have a story to tell anymore. This is already fucking confusing. But yeah, I'll see where it goes. I was excited after the first issue to find out. So we'll see. Maybe this will make far more sense later on in the third issue. But yeah, that's it. Alright, so let me know. Did you read the second issue of Clear? How did you think about it? Did the story make more sense to you than it did for me? Let me know down below in the comments. That is it. Now remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!